Welcome to Retro Garage Channel, where we feature motorcycles for sale across the United States, including classic bikes, rare vintage models, and modern rides at great prices. Stay updated on the American motorcycle market. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
7 Triumph 750 Custom Chopper. $5,000 Ashland City, Tennessee, USA. This 1977 Triumph 750 Custom Chopper is a true one-of-a-kind motorcycle that blends classic British engineering with handcrafted American chopper artistry. Built with passion, experience, and attention to detail, this bike is far more than a standard vintage Triumph. It is a custom machine with history, personality, and serious presence. Featuring a unique engine configuration with a 650 crankcase paired with a 750 head, the motor was professionally built by a respected local machine shop in Nashville, ensuring solid performance and craftsmanship at the heart of the build. What truly sets this chopper apart is its story. The rest of the motorcycle was personally designed and constructed by the seller's grandfather, making it a family-built custom creation rather than a mass-produced project bike. Nearly 20 years ago, once the build was completed, the bike was ridden only for a few short hours before being placed into storage. Since then, it has been preserved, giving it remarkably low usage despite its vintage route. With just 1,234 miles showing, it remains a lightly ridden custom motorcycle that still feels fresh and powerful. From a mechanical standpoint, the combination of the 650 crankcase with the larger 750 head offers an interesting balance of reliability and enhanced performance. Triumph's parallel twin engines are legendary for their raw sound and strong torque delivery, and this custom-built motor takes that reputation even further. The seller describes the bike as sounding mean, which is exactly what enthusiasts look for in a classic chopper. Deep, aggressive exhaust notes paired with strong throttle response that makes every ride feel special. Visually, this Triumph chopper embodies the true spirit of old-school custom motorcycles. Rather than following modern trends, it reflects the timeless chopper aesthetic. Long, low, and built with individuality in mind. Every angle shows the care and creativity that went into its construction. Because it was hand-built rather than assembled from a kit, the frame geometry, stance, and overall proportions feel organic and unique. It's the type of bike that instantly draws attention at bike nights, shows, and on the open road. In fact, the motorcycle has already proven its appeal. The seller notes that the grandfather once took this chopper to a show where it received significant attention and multiple cash offers. That kind of response speaks volumes about both the quality of the build and its visual impact. Custom choppers like this often appreciate in value over time, especially when they come with a genuine backstory and solid mechanical work. The VIN provided, 812348, confirms its identity and adds legitimacy for registration and ownership purposes. Having a clear, traceable VIN is especially important for custom and vintage motorcycles, making this chopper easier to insure, title, and enjoy without headache. With only 2 owners listed, the bike has remained within a small circle of caretakers, further supporting its well-preserved condition. Long-term storage has kept mileage low, and while any motorcycle that has sat may benefit from a routine inspection and fresh fluids before heavy riding, the core build remains strong and sound. Located in Ashland City, Tennessee, this Triumph chopper sits in an area known for strong motorcycle culture and skilled builders. The engine work being done locally in Nashville adds credibility, as the region has a long history of respected machine shops and custom motorcycle craftsmanship. The asking price of $5,000 reflects both its custom nature and its uniqueness. For that amount, buyers are not just getting a vintage Triumph, they are getting a handcrafted chopper with a professionally built engine, a personal family history, and proven show appeal. The seller is open to reasonable cash offers as well as trades, showing flexibility while still understanding the bike's value. This motorcycle is ideal for several types of buyers. It's perfect for collectors who appreciate vintage customs with authentic stories behind them. It's also great for riders who want something truly different from the typical factory cruisers or modern build. And for show enthusiasts, it's a machine that already has proven it can turn heads and spark conversations. Overall, this 1977 Triumph 750 Custom Chopper represents the heart of classic motorcycle culture: hand-built craftsmanship, powerful vintage engineering, and individuality you simply can't buy off a showroom floor. With low miles, a strong custom motor, and a unique family-built history, it stands as both a rideable work of art and a potential investment. Whether you're looking to cruise in style, display it at shows, or add a rare custom to your collection, this Triumph chopper offers character, performance, and timeless appeal in one unforgettable machine. 9 BSA Lightning. $6,000. Ottawa, Tennessee, USA. This 1969 BSA Lightning is a true classic British motorcycle that represents one of the most iconic performance twins of its era. Built during the golden age of British motorcycling, the BSA Lightning was known for its strong 650 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, lightweight feel, and impressive acceleration for the late 1960s. It was designed as a faster, sportier version of BSA's popular lineup and quickly became a favorite among riders who wanted both everyday usability and thrilling performance on open road. This particular example comes with a clean Tennessee title and is reported to run well with no mechanical issues, making it a great opportunity for anyone looking for a vintage motorcycle that can be enjoyed immediately rather than sitting as a long-term project. Many classic British bikes require extensive restoration work before they are roadworthy, but this Lightning is already in running condition, which adds significant value and convenience for collectors and riders alike. Showing just 980 miles, the bike suggests very limited use since its last major refresh or restoration. While mileage on vintage motorcycles can sometimes reflect a reset or rebuild period, it still indicates that the motorcycle has not been heavily ridden in recent years. Combined with the fact that it has had only 2 owners, this BSA appears to have been cared for rather than passed around frequently. Fewer owners often means a more consistent maintenance history and less chance of poorly done modifications. Finished in a striking red exterior, the motorcycle carries a bold and classic British racing look that perfectly suits the Lightning name. Red has always been a popular color for vintage European motorcycles, and on the BSA Lightning it enhances the bike's sporty character. The paint gives the motorcycle strong visual appeal, whether displayed in a collection, taken to classic bike shows, or ridden on weekend cruises. The BSA Lightning's 650 cubic centimeters engine was highly respected for its power-to-weight ratio. In its time, it was considered one of the quicker production motorcycles available, capable of impressive top speeds and rapid acceleration compared to many competitors. The parallel twin design produces a distinctive exhaust note that British bikes are famous for, offering a riding experience full of character and mechanical charm that modern motorcycles often lack. Paired with a manual transmission, this bike delivers an authentic vintage riding experience. Shifting through the gears on a classic BSA is a tactile, engaging process that connects the rider directly to the machine. It's the kind of motorcycle that rewards smooth throttle control and proper technique, making every ride feel special rather than routine. The seller notes that the side stand is missing, though the bike currently uses the center stand. This is a relatively minor issue for most vintage motorcycle owners and can often be replaced or sourced through classic motorcycle parts suppliers or enthusiast communities. In addition, the sale includes the original handlebars, mirrors, and rear passenger bars. Having original parts is a big plus for collectors who may want to return the bike to a more factory-correct appearance, or for riders who enjoy mixing original components with customized setup. One of the most appealing aspects of this BSA Lightning is its versatility. It can be enjoyed as is as a running classic, lightly restored to a more original showroom look, or subtly customized while still respecting its vintage character. Unlike heavily modified bikes that limit future options, this Lightning seems to remain largely true to its roots, giving the next owner freedom to choose the direction they prefer. From a collector's perspective, late 1960s BSA models are becoming increasingly desirable as fewer well-kept examples remain on the market. British motorcycles from this era played a huge role in shaping modern sport bike culture, and the Lightning in particular holds a special place as one of BSA's performance-focused machines. As interest in vintage motorcycles continues to grow, clean-running examples like this often appreciate in value over time. For riders, this bike offers a completely different experience compared to modern cruisers or sport bike. It's lighter, more mechanical, and full of personality. Riding a BSA Lightning isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about enjoying the sound, the vibration, the responsiveness, and the history that comes with every mile. Priced at $6,000 or best offer, this motorcycle sits in a reasonable range for a classic British twin in running condition with a clean title. Many restored or highly original examples can sell for significantly more, especially as demand rises. This price point makes it accessible for both seasoned collectors and enthusiasts looking to enter the vintage motorcycle world. Located in Ooltewah, Tennessee, the bike is in an area known for scenic roads and strong motorcycle culture, perfect for enjoying a classic like this. Whether you plan to keep it as part of a collection, take it to vintage shows, or ride it regularly on country roads, this 1969 BSA Lightning offers timeless style, strong performance heritage, and authentic classic motorcycle charm. Overall, this BSA Lightning is a fantastic opportunity to own a piece of British motorcycling history. With its running condition, low indicated miles, limited ownership, classic red finish, and included original parts, it stands out as a well-preserved example of a legendary model. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a symbol of an era when bikes were simple, fast, and full of soul. For anyone who appreciates vintage machines with real character, this 1969 BSA Lightning is a truly special find. Davidson Softail. $7,500. MT Juliet TN. This 2009 Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe comes with a bold Cholo-style custom look that blends classic American cruiser vibes with modern upgrade. With only around 17,500 miles, this bike is considered low mileage for a Harley and has been well maintained by the previous owner. It runs strong and smooth, making it a great choice for both relaxed city cruising and long highway ride. The manual transmission delivers that true Harley riding experience, giving you full control and a powerful feel every time you shift. The owner mentioned they recently bought a new bike and don't ride this one as much anymore, which is why this Softail is now available. The exterior is finished in a striking blue color that really stands out, especially combined with the custom accessories already installed. It features bright LED headlights and LED spotlights for excellent visibility at night while also giving the bike a modern, aggressive appearance. There are also LED underglow lights underneath the bike that add an eye-catching glow effect when riding after dark. The 21-inch front wheel gives the Softail a stretched and stylish profile, while the 14-inch handlebars provide a comfortable riding position with that classic chopper feel. In terms of performance upgrades, this bike is equipped with a Vance & Hines Fast Pack Tuner to improve throttle response and overall engine performance. It also comes with Vance & Hines fishtail exhaust pipes that produce a deep, powerful Harley sound that turns heads wherever you go. The combination of the tuner and exhaust not only enhances the riding experience but also helps the engine run efficiently. Both front and rear tires are in good condition, so the bike is ready to hit the road with confidence. One of the standout features of this Softail is the premium audio system. It has a brand new Gorilla Bedrolls touchscreen radio, along with loud and clear speakers mounted on the crash bars. This system is known for its strong sound output, allowing you to enjoy music even at highway speeds. It's a great addition for riders who enjoy long trips and want quality entertainment on the road. Overall, this Harley is in excellent running condition and needs nothing at all. Everything from the engine to the electrical system and suspension is working properly. The seller also states that the bike comes with a clean Tennessee title in hand, making the buying process simple and secure. The asking price of $7,500 is very reasonable considering the low mileage, strong performance, and the amount of custom work and premium parts already included. The seller is also open to possible trades for an FXD Dyna Superglide, which could be a great option for someone looking to switch styles. With its custom Cholo look, solid mechanical condition, and impressive list of upgrades, this 2009 Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe is an excellent opportunity for anyone looking for a reliable and stylish cruiser. Whether you're a collector, a custom bike enthusiast, or simply want a powerful and comfortable ride, this Softail offers great value and strong road presence at a competitive price. Or Harley-Davidson Ironhead Sportster Chopper. $5,200. Gadsden, Alabama, USA. This 1964 Harley-Davidson Ironhead Sportster Chopper is a true piece of American motorcycle history, representing the raw, rebellious spirit of the early custom chopper era. Built in the early 1970s by a Vietnam veteran, this motorcycle is not a modern recreation or a freshly assembled custom, but a genuine survivor from the golden age of hand-built choppers. With its hardtail frame, tall Springer front end, and classic old-school styling, this Ironhead carries authentic character that simply cannot be duplicated today. At the heart of this machine is the legendary Harley-Davidson Ironhead engine, known for its rugged construction, unmistakable sound, and mechanical simplicity. With approximately 20,000 miles, it reflects a life that was actually lived on the road rather than sitting untouched as a display piece. The Ironhead Sportster motor is famous for its strong torque and raw riding experience, delivering that true vintage Harley feel that modern bikes often lack. Paired with a manual transmission and kickstart-only setup, this motorcycle offers a pure, hands-on riding experience that connects the rider directly to the machine. The chopper sits on a hardtail frame, giving it that low, stretched stance that defined classic chopper builds of the late 60s and early 70s. The rigid rear end keeps the lines clean and aggressive, while also enhancing the authentic old-school look. Up front, the 22-inch Springer front end adds both height and attitude, giving the bike a commanding presence whether parked or rolling down the highway. Springer forks were a hallmark of early choppers and remain highly sought after today for their timeless style and solid road feel. Adding to the classic aesthetic are the rabbit ear handlebars, which rise high and narrow, creating that iconic chopper silhouette. These bars not only look fantastic, but also provide a comfortable riding position for cruising, giving the rider that classic stretched-out posture associated with traditional custom Harleys. The bike features right-side shift, another throwback detail that highlights its vintage roots, along with rear brake only, keeping the setup simple and true to early chopper build. Finished in a blue exterior, the paint complements the vintage vibe while still standing out on the road. The color adds character without taking away from the bike's raw mechanical presence. Over the years, the bike has naturally developed the look and feel of a true survivor, something collectors and enthusiasts highly value. This is not an over-restored show bike but a real-deal chopper that tells a story through every weld, bolt, and mile ridden. What truly makes this motorcycle special is its history. Built by a Vietnam veteran in the early 1970s, it represents a generation of riders who returned home and poured their experiences into custom motorcycle culture. Many of the most iconic choppers of that era were built by veterans, using motorcycles as a form of freedom, expression, and healing. This Ironhead stands as a rolling piece of that history, making it far more meaningful than a modern custom build. The seller describes it as a true survivor chopper, and that statement carries weight. Many bikes from that era were modified again and again, restored or lost over time. Finding one that still retains its original old-school build style is increasingly rare. For collectors, vintage chopper enthusiasts, or anyone who appreciates authentic motorcycle culture, this Harley represents something truly special. The bike comes with a title, making ownership straightforward and hassle-free. The seller encourages buyers to come ride it home, suggesting that it is running and ready to be enjoyed rather than sitting as a project. That's a big plus for anyone looking to experience a vintage chopper immediately without major work. At an asking price of $5,200 or best offer, this Ironhead chopper is positioned attractively in today's vintage motorcycle market. Genuine early choppers with real history often command higher prices, especially as interest in classic custom culture continues to grow. The seller is also open to trades, including classic Ford pickups from the late 1920s to 1930s, small 4x4 SUVs or Jeeps, other Harley-Davidsons, small reliable cars, or even dirt track cars, showing flexibility while still recognizing the bike's value. Located in Gadsden, Alabama, this motorcycle sits in a region known for strong motorcycle culture and appreciation for classic American machines. Whether you're a collector looking to add a real survivor chopper to your lineup, a rider wanting an authentic old-school Harley experience, or someone who appreciates motorcycles with real stories behind them, this 1964 Harley-Davidson Ironhead Sportster chopper delivers in every way. Overall, this bike is more than just transportation, it's a rolling piece of American history. With its legendary Ironhead engine, classic hardtail chopper design, authentic 1970s build, and meaningful background, it offers timeless style, raw riding excitement, and collectible value all in one unforgettable machine. 3 Harley-Davidson FL. $4,500 US. Knoxville, Tennessee, USA. This 1973 Harley-Davidson FL is a classic big twin platform with strong potential for anyone looking to build a true old-school chopper, bobber, or vintage custom cruiser. Known for its solid frame design and powerful engine configuration, the FL series from the early 1970s has long been a favorite among custom builders and Harley enthusiasts who appreciate timeless American engineering combined with endless customization possibilities. This particular example is described as having good bones, which is exactly what serious builders look for when starting a custom motorcycle project. At the heart of this Harley is a running motor paired with a good transmission, making it a solid mechanical foundation rather than a non-running project. That alone adds significant value, as many vintage builds start with engines that require full rebuilds or extensive repair. Having a motor that runs and a transmission that shifts properly means you can focus your budget and energy on customization, styling, and fine-tuning rather than major mechanical restoration. With only around 1,300 miles showing, this bike suggests limited use since its last major refresh or rebuild, though as with many vintage motorcycles, mileage can reflect a reset or restoration period. Regardless, the current condition offers a strong starting point for either a custom build or a classic-style restoration, depending on your vision. The manual transmission keeps it true to Harley's traditional riding experience, offering full control and that mechanical connection riders love. Finished in black, the bike already carries a timeless Harley-Davidson look. Black has always been one of the most iconic colors in Harley history, symbolizing power, simplicity, and classic American style. Whether you choose to keep it black for a stealthy vintage appearance or strip it down and repaint for a custom finish, the color works perfectly as a base for any direction you want to take the build. The seller notes that this motorcycle has had 3 or more owners, which is common for vintage Harleys of this era. Over decades, these bikes often pass between riders, builders, and collectors, each adding their own chapter to the machine's story. That history is part of the charm of owning a classic Harley-Davidson. Every scratch, modification, and mile ridden contributes to the character that modern motorcycles simply don't have. What truly makes this 1973 FL appealing is its suitability for an old-school chopper build. Early 70s Harley frames and drivetrains are highly respected in the custom scene for their strength, proportions, and compatibility with classic chopper styling. Builders often look specifically for FL models because they offer the big twin presence, longer stance, and classic Harley silhouette that defines traditional choppers. Whether you envision a long fork Springer setup, a rigid hardtail conversion, tall ape hangers, or a low-slung bobber style, this bike provides the perfect canvas. The old school for sure description from the seller highlights its authentic vintage feel. This isn't a modern replica or recently produced cruiser. It's a genuine piece of Harley-Davidson history from an era when motorcycles were built heavy, simple, and tough. For collectors, this Harley can also be restored closer to factory form. The 1973 FL models represent an important period in Harley's evolution, bridging classic design with the transition into newer technologies. Restoring it could result in a highly desirable vintage touring-style Harley that continues to rise in value as original big twin models become harder to find. From a riding perspective, FL models are known for their strong torque and comfortable cruising capability. They were originally designed as larger touring-style bikes, making them ideal for long rides once properly dialed in. With the motor already running and transmission in good shape, this bike could be brought back to reliable road condition relatively easily. Priced at $4,500, this Harley-Davidson FL sits in a very attractive range for vintage big twin projects. In today's market, solid running classic Harleys, especially those suitable for chopper builds, are becoming increasingly harder to find at reasonable prices. Many comparable bikes either require extensive mechanical work or are priced much higher due to rising collector demand. Located in Knoxville, Tennessee, the bike is in a region with a strong motorcycle culture and easy access for buyers across the Southeast. Whether you're a builder searching for the perfect foundation, a Harley enthusiast wanting a classic big twin, or a collector interested in vintage American motorcycles, this 1973 Harley-Davidson FL offers exceptional potential. Overall, this motorcycle represents exactly what many riders look for in a vintage Harley: a running engine, solid transmission, classic styling, and endless customization opportunities. It's not just a bike, it's a platform for creativity, a piece of American motorcycling heritage, and a chance to own something truly timeless. With the right vision and personal touch, this 1973 Harley-Davidson FL could become a stunning custom chopper, a beautifully restored classic, or a rugged old-school cruiser that turns heads wherever it goes.